Yes.
What do you want to know?
I want to see her dead body. I want to see exactly
She's in
how
a grave.
So you had nothing to do with Angela's death?
No.
Not planning it, not organizing it, at all?
Nothing.
On November 13th, 2015, police made a harrowing discovery. The body of Angila Wilder, a mother of 3, who was also 2 months pregnant. She had been ruthlessly stabbed nearly 44 times in her neck, torso, and chest, suggesting a crime of passion. Suspicion soon fell on her ex-husband, Richie Wilder, while his current wife, Cynthia Wilder, staunchly backed him up.
He's a manipulator, and he has been for a very long time.
With multiple suspects on the list, detectives are on a hunt to find the real mastermind.
I don't want to see a video of them saying I want to see a video of them having sex with my husband. That's what I want.
Richie and Angela had been in a strained marriage and shared 2 kids. As their marriage became increasingly unbearable, both decided to part ways, with Angela obtaining custody of the children. Moving on with their lives, Richie married Cynthia, while Angela came into a relationship with Christopher Jackson. Together, Angela and Christopher had a 19-month-old baby and were expecting their second child. The couple was happy to begin their new journey with plans to get married. On November 13th, however, their future was abruptly cut short. That evening, Angela failed to pick up Christopher from Walmart, something highly unusual for her. Concerned, Christopher returned home, sensing something was odd, and called 911.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
519 16th Street. I just got home. My back door is kicked in, and my girl ain't answering the phone. My son's inside with her and everything. I'm about to go in and see what's going on.
When authorities in North Dakota arrived, they discovered a horrific scene. Angela's lifeless body was discovered in a pool of blood, mercilessly stabbed to death. Christopher told detectives he suspected Richie, leading them to take Richie into custody for questioning.
You consider yourself a smart man, Richie?
Depending on what it is.
Okay. You can certainly put 2 and 2 together, right?
Yes,
From the news that you heard and from talking to your neighbor and looking on Facebook and everything. You said yes to that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I know.
So what is the 2 and 2 that you've put together in this situation?
Well, somebody passed away. I know that. I just don't know who.
Okay. Who do you think?
Well, if I'm here, it's either little one or Angela. I don't think I was calling you.
Why do you say her or Angela? I mean, why do you say?
Well, Angela, because she's my ex. Because like her background of domestic abuse against so
you think by putting 2 and 2 together, you think that either Angela is dead or the is dead?
Yes.
And how do you come to that conclusion?
Because y'all came to my door. I don't know why y'all come to my door.
So you know that something took place at Angela's house.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Oh, yeah. No, and then he said this.
Are they the only 2 that live there?
No, Chris lives there too.
Okay.
But I have no relations with Chris.
Okay.
So.
Well, what if we said there was something wrong with Chris? I mean, why do you rule him out?
Just because I don't have any relations with him. I don't know, I guess.
You got a pretty big relationship with him. He's dating the mother of one of your children.
That's true, but if they broke up tomorrow, then I'd never.
But I mean, and he delivers the kids to you. I mean, you said that in the interview here.
Oh yeah.
But so does he? He lives there as well. You said, right?
Yes, he does.
So why are you ruling him out? That there could be an issue with him.
I don't know. I just like I said, there's no there's no connection to me between him and I know he goes to exchanges and they're together. But like I said, if he I don't know if he did.
Let me give an example. I like to give examples.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
People that live across the street from me, I don't know who they are.
Okay.
It's a man and a woman that live there. If all of a sudden I was suspicious that one of that something happened there and there's somebody that's deceased there. I wouldn't just say, yeah, I think the lady's dead over there.
Yeah.
Unless I saw the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out why you came to the conclusion that something happened to either or Angela.
That's I guess that's what I'm saying. Maybe I see if I can explain it better. Like,
Are you understanding me, or am I not being clear?
I understand you. I'm
Okay.
trying to. I don't think I'm being clear. I'm trying to figure out how to say it with being clear. Like, I know he's a part of their life, but like him and I don't have a connection. I don't know if that makes sense. Plus,
It's not making any sense to me because and I don't mean to sit and pick on this.
No, it's okay. I'm
But-
trying to figure it out.
Again, with my example, if I knew there was 5 people in the house and I knew that one of them was dead,
Yeah.
one of the 5 people that live there is dead,
Okay.
then I would know that it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Oh,
I wouldn't say, well, I think out of the 5, and there's one person dead there, I think
Yeah.
it's either 1, 3, and 5. I wouldn't come to that conclusion because I have nothing else to base that on. You know what I mean? So why are you leaving out Chris?
I guess mainly just guessing. I guess I don't.
Guessing that either something happened to
Or Angela, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why, like, I don't know. I just know, like, if the news is right, it's a suspicious death, so somebody died. That's the first thing, like, when I read that. And then, like I said, some people have been messaging me and stuff and talking to them. Like, if it involved him, I don't think y'all would be here. Like, I don't know. I just.
Why not?
Well, like, I don't know. Like I said, because he's not. Like, we're not. I mean, I know how you're saying we're connected, but to me, like, we're not connected. Because, like I said, they broke up. They broke up today. Then he's gone. I never
If
see.
they
her do it
did, yeah, but
again.
they didn't break up today.
Yeah.
As of right now, you know that 3 people live in that house.
Yes.
And you know that they have a relationship.
Yes.
And you know that he acts as the father figure of that house.
Yes.
Okay. Help me understand that. Why are you ruling him out?
I guess just trying to make a guess
Okay.
out of it. Because you said, what do I think? So it's trying to, like, guess, I guess.
Okay. Well, then we'll have to just agree that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I
don't think I
get that.
understand.
Richie's vague statements seem suspicious, but what makes it even more telling is his insistence on ruling out Christopher as a victim. Despite Richie's efforts to remain composed and cooperative, his body language contradicts his statements. Soon, the detective's quiet reasoning will back Richie into a corner, and his bizarre replies will start unraveling the mask he hides behind.
We're doing an investigation here, and obviously this is serious. We have you down
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, Angela's dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the only person that we think could have something to do with this, from the information that we've gathered so far,
Yeah.
is you.
Yeah.
So what do you know about that?
Know about what?
About Angela being dead?
Nothing, just what you said.
There's nobody around here that has any beef, any issues with her. She's not even from this area.
Well, yeah.
The only people from what we've gathered so far that are in her life
Yeah.
are her kids,
Yep.
you, Cindy, and Chris.
Yeah.
So that's what brings us here today.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of fingers pointing right at you.
Well, yeah. Because I'm her ex-husband, right?
Well, you're her ex-husband, and you guys have a volatile relationship.
Yeah.
Your history.
Yeah, we don't have good history.
And I'm suspicious about the scratch on your face. any other suspicions that I've had other than you, I've been able to put to bed, if you will. Because we have had other suspicions. We don't try and get tunnel vision on these cases. We try and look at the big picture. But it's right now it's narrowed down to you. Did you hurt her?
No.
How can you prove to me that I'm looking at the wrong person?
Well, I don't know when this happened, but I know yesterday I was with my kids, and Cindy came home, and we had dinner, and I went to work, and I came home, and I slept.
Because her family members aren't here, so
Yeah.
I haven't talked to them in person. You know that.
Yeah.
Pretty damning when they say through their tears, Richie.
Yeah, nobody.
Richie,
Yeah,
Richie. And really, there's nobody else. I mean, unless you can shed some light on it. But right now, I think something happened. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it happened, how it happened, but I think you can fill in those blanks.
I can't.
I think you can.
Without meaning to, Richie exposes himself as a man with a quick temper. The detective's question about the scratch is a masterstroke, giving him a chance to connect the dots. Yet, the harder Richie tries to disassociate himself from the crime, the closer he draws himself to it.
I just told you that the mother of your, is it child or children?
Children.
Children, yeah.
2 children.
Children, is dead. And no matter how much you hate her, she's still half the blood of your children. And I don't believe that you're that tough just to say she's gone.
I'm not saying it like that.
Well, that's what I'm getting.
I work at the hospital, so it's we have our poker face. You gotta have it every time somebody passes
Yeah, but
away.
she's not a hospital patient.
I
She was in
know.
your life for many years.
I know, but it's
had
just
children for you.
I know. It's just how I made myself. Doesn't mean when I go home I won't.
We work in the same type of field you do. We see this stuff all the time. But if something happens to our family, we still have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
What do you know about this, Richie? I know you know something.
I don't know anything.
Chris and the children and you. I mean, that's all she really has here. She doesn't really hang out with anybody else or anybody that would make any sense to anyone that they would want to hurt her.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a story that you have or a version of what you have that you want to be known, now's the time to tell us.
But I don't have anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Then what happened to her?
I have no clue.
You're the one with the history of the volatile history with her.
Yeah.
Chris isn't. Chris?
Yeah. Nothing.
Not planning it, not organizing it at all.
Nothing.
Did you kill her?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Did you take a polygraph?
Do I what?
Would you take a polygraph exam?
What's that?
Lie detector test?
I mean, yeah, if I need to.
I mean, you would do that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how confident that you are about
Yeah.
that you're being truthful.
I'm 100% truthful.
And this is a huge mystery to you. That's what you're sticking with.
It is.
And you have no, when I said fingers are pointed at you, you have no fingers to point anywhere?
I don't get in a personal life. Like, my only
You're in her personal life.
But I don't get in her. I'm only with the kids. I try to stay out of her personal life.
But you know who her kids are around and who she's around, though.
Not really.
Richie's flat reaction to Angela's death signals emotional detachment and raises concerns. Richie realizes that the detectives have a strong case against him, yet he remains adamant in his denial. But he doesn't realize that he has just set a trap for himself. As the interview ends and Richie refuses to do the polygraph test right away, detectives collect his DNA samples, take pictures of his facial scratch, and seize the clothes he is wearing for forensic analysis. Meanwhile, tension shifts to Richie's wife, Cynthia, whose interview brings unexpected revelations and a new layer to the case.
You're accusing my husband
Absolutely.
of cheating on me, of having sex with these 3 women,
Because we have proof.
and now of killing Angela.
Yes.
What do you want to know?
Yeah.
I want to see her dead body. I want to see exactly
She's in
how
a grave. She's been buried. She's been laid to rest.
Well, I want to see a picture. I want to know exactly. You have this evidence. What evidence?
Scientific evidence. And when I say that, that means DNA. You can't mess with DNA. You can't change it. You can't take it away.
Do we owe it to you to tell you these things? No, we don't. But we want you to tell us what you know. That's why we're sharing these things. Because we know you know more. Were you with him when he did this?
I was at home.
Okay.
And let me tell you this before you say anything else or we go further. Don't dig a bigger hole for yourself. Because you're in that hole with Richie right now. I will tell you that.
There's blood on the passenger door of that vehicle that belongs to Angela. How did that get there?
You're positive it's not?
Positive.
Absolutely positive.
100% positive.
Well, I don't know why her blood would be on my car door if she supposedly died in her house.
Because who killed her was in your car. That's how.
The man that I don't think gives two shits about you, Cindy. He may care about you, again, as being the mother of his children. But other than that, you saw the 3 pictures. That's what he's
I saw
attracted
pictures
to.
of 3 Asian women.
Yeah. You want to know how I found them? Through the phone numbers I found on your husband's phone of talk and conversation, or I've sat in front of them and they've told me about they've had with your husband. And I can narrow it down to the exact days and times for that conversation with the text messages on his phone.
You don't want to believe that, Cindy. And that's understandable. But it's the truth. That's the type of person we're dealing with here. What do you know about his involvement in this?
Nothing.
Why did you hate Angela so bad?
I don't think I ever said I hated her.
Why did you dislike her to the point of calling her a
Crazy, dumb.
Because Sunday after Sunday, I could see and the complete different kids they were after being a week with her. And then it takes 2-3 days to get them sleeping properly and eating properly. And because over there, they
Into their routine. It took a while, a couple of days to get them into like a routine, right? A healthy routine. A healthy family routine. And that bugged you. That pissed you off. Because it's stressful and it adds more work to your day.
Do you have anything in common with Angela?
married Richie, had a kid with him.
And at some point, you'll both be the ex-wife.
If you look at it that way, I guess he's going to leave me.
I think eventually he would have.
Eventually, yeah. Had this not happened and your guys' lives went on, there's no way that you're, I mean, there's no way that that would have survived that relationship. You would have eventually been the ex-wife, and it could just as easily be you. I mean, if he had it in him to do this to Angela, he certainly could do this to you too. Because eventually, you know what? You're going to be the dumb. that he's having to deal with now.
Yeah, but I still don't know if what you're telling me is truth or
Which part?
all of it.
We're neutral. I mean, even though we're doing an investigation, we're neutral to your whole relationship stuff. We would not make this up. I give you my word on that. Can we make this up? Yes, we can.
But it's not. It's,
The courts have said that we can lie to people to further our investigation, or we can use deception. But we are not. This is the truth. We did not make up these pictures and just pull them off the internet. These are real people that Richie is involved with.
Despite the incriminating evidence presented to her, Cynthia seems quite defensive, unwilling to listen to anything against Richie. Her composed exterior, however, is unlikely to hold. In the next clip, her own statements begin to unravel, leaving detectives more convinced that she is concealing the truth.
Well, I just want you to know, if I ever die, don't investigate it. Just, I'm dead, move on with life.
No.
Honestly, do that.
No. If that ever happened to you, just like it happens to Angela, and it happens to many people around our world, I can only speak for the city of Minot. I don't care who you are. I am going to bat for you.
you're a human being.
I don't know. I think it's just people get so wrapped up on everything. Like, just move on with your life. Like, have you ever heard one of Taylor Swift's songs about the breakup? Move on with your life. Like Adele, just as bad. I'm gonna call you 1,000 times. No, don't. Like, just move on.
You can, if you don't want to talk now, I beg of you to please reconsider and call us. I think it's a weight that you need to get off your shoulders. Any questions or anything else that you want to say? Do you have a way to get home?
No, I don't know anybody's phone number, so I'll program on my phone.
Cynthia's revelations clearly indicate her jealousy and hatred towards Angela, but with no solid evidence, she is released without any charge. However, the critical slip she is about to make will undoubtedly leave nothing the same. As the detectives continue their hunt for the real culprit, they decide to bring Richie in for another round of questioning. Now, as Richie senses that detectives are closing in on him, he finally decides to break his silence. However, this time it's more than just a story, an unexpected twist that no one saw coming.
Was he there when you pulled up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that was about 2:15?
About 2:15-ish, yes, sir. And then, so we got in, so we drove back to his house. We got out of the car, he unlocked the door, we went in, and I just followed him. We went up some stairs and went through like a living room, put a light on or whatever. And then he opened their bedroom door, and I just stayed at their bedroom door. So I was just...
Okay, so how did he open the door? To get into the house?
With a key.
Okay. And then you walked in and describe that again for me. There was a living room, or tell me exactly what you saw when you...
Oh, okay. Well, because I was following him, and I'd never been there before, so I didn't know where we were going. But we walked in, and then we went up some stairs, and then we went through a room. I think it was the kitchen, because I was following, but it had tile or something on. And then we went through I'm assuming it's their living room, with the light on and their couch and stuff. And then we went, I turned the corner, and then he went to the room on the right. And when he opened the door, that was their bedroom. There's a bed and a dresser and stuff in there.
So he opened the door?
He opened the door.
Okay. Where were you at this time?
I was still behind him, and as he was going in the room, I just stood at their bedroom door. Because I was supposed to be just a witness to see who this person was that she was, supposed to be cheating. And when we opened the door, there was some, the cover was pulled over, and there was somebody here and somebody here. It looked like there was two people in the bed. you know? So as soon as he opened the door, he went around to, would have been the far side or whatever. And as he went around to the far side, he like grabbed the cover, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, he's going to pull back the cover. We're going to see who this person is, you know? And so as he pulled back the cover, he grabbed her. And of course, when he pulled back the cover, the first thing I noticed, there wasn't a person. That was a body pillow. You know what I'm talking about with a body pillow?
One of those long.
Yeah, it wasn't I thought it wasn't a person. So I was like, oh man, so in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, you know, she was just lying to him and getting him worked up, you know. She likes to do that sometimes, or a lot. And so I was like, oh, well, she just, you know, lied to him, whatever. But when he went around to that side and he pulled the cover back, he grabbed her and he just started like, you know, like making a motion. And there's started blood, so I'm assuming he was stabbing her. And of course, my ex-wife's not somebody that just gives into things. She, you know, she doesn't like just roll over and, you know, do whatever you want kind of person, you know. So of course she went to fight back and like he drug her off the bed and he kept just stabbing her. And he just kept stabbing her. And I was like, what the f are you doing, man? I ran over there. I touched her neck to feel her pulse, you know, because she was kind of like, you know, like, you know, and there was just blood everywhere. And like as I would touch her pulse, whatever, she like leaned up and like scratched the mess out of my face. I grabbed her hands. She was just like, I love you. And he just started stabbing her more. And I was like, what the f are you doing? So I walked out of the room into the living room, and he came. I know he was like, it was violent. It wasn't anything that was like, it was just violent. Like, anyways, so I walked in the living room, and I'm just like thinking, I'm like, what's going on? You know, there's nobody in the bed. I don't, it doesn't make sense. You know, we're supposed to be catching somebody so we can use things in court, you know, and he's just going crazy. But I walk in the living room, he comes in the living room, and like, so like I start walking towards him because I'm like, screw this, you know what I mean? This dude's crazy. And he's like, if you tell anybody, he's like, I'm gonna kill your wife and I'm gonna kill your the littlest one. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah. I was like, you're not gonna kill anybody, man. You know, I was getting mad, you know, because things were just going crazy. And I was like, you're not gonna kill anybody, man. And he's like, yeah, I am. He's like, I'm gonna kill your wife. He's like, plus if you do something to me, this is my house. He's like, what do you think it's gonna look like if you and I get into it and the cops show up and you're at my house and your ex-wife's dead in the next room? I was like, I don't know, I just stopped. And he's like, I'm serious. He's like, you try anything? He's like, I'll just call the cops. And you're in my house with me and you're attacking me with with your ex-wife and she's dead. He's like, what do you think they're gonna say? And I was just like, I don't know what to do, you know. And he's like, I'm serious. He's like, you say anything. He's like, they're gonna die. And he's like, and then when he calls them, he's like, then it'll be mine, you know, because they're hers or his, whatever. And so I don't know. I was like, man, this, and then. He went to the kitchen and grabbed a rag. It's a red rag. I remember that specifically because there was so much blood in the red. He grabbed that and he had a knife, like a pocket knife. He folded it, put it in the rag and wrapped it up. And then he wanted the phone, so I gave him that phone, you know, the one he gave me. And then we got back to the car. In the car, it was pretty before we even got to the car, we were coming out the house, and as we came out the house, he locked the door from the inside. You know what I'm talking about?
Did you go out the same way that you came in?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And he locked this is the back door. Sorry. We went in the back door, not the front door.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's like a back door, right? But he locked it, he shut it, and he said, man, he's like, well, we got to make it look like somebody broke in. So he kicked the door in, and then he pulled it back shut, you know. I'm assuming it's shut or whatever. And then I didn't say anything. I just walked over to the car. We got in the car, and he's like, I'm serious. He's like, if you say something, he's like, I'm telling you, he's like, I'm gonna kill your wife, and I'm gonna kill your kid. And I'm thinking in my mind, I just saw what he did to my ex-wife. There's no way, you know, I want him doing that to my wife. My wife is 4'11", you know, and she's little, and my ex-wife couldn't fight him off. He's a big guy. How's my wife gonna fight him off? You know, I just got a lot of things running through my head. So I took him back to Walmart. And right before he got out, you know, dropped him off at the same spot. Right before he got out, he said the same thing. You know, I'm just threatening my family.
Richie claims that he and Christopher decided to catch Angela cheating on Christopher with another guy, with Richie serving as the witness, all in an attempt to obtain custody of Richie's children. He says that after picking Christopher up from Walmart, he gave him a phone to stay in touch. When the right time came, they would both enter Christopher's home to catch Angela. Richie tries to minimize his involvement by shifting all the blame onto Christopher, but his attempt to twist the narrative only shows that he lied before and could be lying again. Unbeknownst to him, detectives had already interviewed Christopher, whose account pointed all fingers back at Richie.
What's the relationship like with Richie?
If you can name it, they've probably been through it. He doesn't like her, she doesn't like him. Angela was having like anxiety attacks and just panicking and stuff after seeing him, so instead of her taking a drop on the kids and everything, I always went, so I walked the kids in so she never had to see him or anything.
Detectives are certain of Richie's lies, and another piece of incriminating evidence confirms it. Although Richie knows that the detectives can verify Christopher's whereabouts, he remains adamant in his claims. Unaware of the chaos he has unfolded for himself, this is exactly what the detectives do. They uncover that Christopher was present at the Walmart at the time Richie claims they were together. His rehearsed story is gradually unraveling, and what is about to happen next will ultimately leave no room for his manipulation.
So you drove the Honda then from the house back to Walmart?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, and where did Chris ride?
In the passenger seat.
Okay, and where did you drop him off?
The same place, right there at that entrance, the back part of where the automotive is.
Okay, so the driveway off 37th Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and did you pull into the driveway or?
No, I just like on 30 side, I just pulled up right there. He got out and I just did a U-turn same way when I picked him up.
Okay. I'm gonna back up to, well, what time did you drop him off back at Walmart?
Around 2:45, 2:50. Everything happened real fast. Like, I mean, it felt like it was like forever, like slow motion, but it all like happened fast too, you know?
How do you know it was that time?
Because like on the pilot, there's a clock. And I just remember looking at the clock and I know what do you call it? I know he said he had to be back by 3. You know, because we were supposed to just go in there, find who he was cheating with, you know, and then we're just going to get out of there. It wasn't supposed to turn into like this long argument or, you know, or whatever.
How do you know that he had to be back by 3?
That's what he said.
Just that he has to be back by 3?
He said, I just got to be back by 3. I'm assuming he was on his lunch break. I don't know. So, only way I know you can take time off work like that and leave is you have to be on like his lunch break or something.
Did he go back to Walmart wearing the same clothes that he had on at the house?
Yeah, he didn't change. There was no, like, as soon as all that happened, we, like, went, and he kicked the door. We just got back in the car and left. That was it.
And you're wearing the same clothes, or you were wearing the same clothes that you had on in the house?
Yes, sir.
Did you have blood on you?
My hands, like, not, like, covered, but my hands had a little bit from where, like, I went to touch her neck and grabbed her hands. You know, because I remember seeing it, and I remember just driving with my wrist because, you know, there's blood on my hands.
Did you have to clean up at all?
I did.
Where did you clean up?
My sink in my bathroom.
Back at your apartment?
Back at my apartment.
Okay. How about your clothes? Do you still have those clothes?
Well, yeah, y'all took the pants.
Okay, those were the pants you were wearing?
And that jacket.
Okay.
You know?
And those were the exact clothes that you were wearing?
Those were the exact clothes and those same shoes, too.
Okay. So there's 2 people in this world that you say know what went on?
Yes, sir.
Like you and Chris?
Chris.
Nobody else knows anything about it?
No, sir.
Nobody else was involved in it?
No, sir.
Anything that you can think of that you think is important? I mean, we try and ask all the right questions and everything, but nobody's perfect. Anything that you think of that we missed, that we should have talked to you about?
No, that's all I can think of. Unless you have any questions or anything I'll think of.
I have a question. I know from your admission that you were there, but it doesn't fit. What you're telling us does not fit. Because I know that Chris did not leave Walmart during the hours that you say that he did. I know that 100%.
He did though.
He did not. I have verified that. I got very little sleep last night because I verified that. You were involved in this, Richie. Obviously. You've told us some truths, but not everything.
I told you everything that happened.
No, you didn't. Chris did not leave Walmart during those times.
I know he did because I picked him up.
I know he didn't because I watched him on video. I watched the minutes click by. I just watched that.
Last night.
I watched him at work. We saved all that video for a reason. I was given more video last night that I need to turn over to the state's attorney's office today. Video that I didn't even know that they had still. You're in a tough situation. I mean, I don't know if you did this on your own or if there was somebody with you, but it wasn't Chris. It makes sense to you. I mean, I don't know. I'm being honest with you. I don't know if somebody else was with you. I don't know if there's somebody else that killed her that you're putting Chris's name on. Is that possible? Maybe. But you're giving us details that indicate that you were there, and I think you killed her.
I didn't kill anybody.
I think you killed Angela.
I didn't.
Who did it? Because you were there.
Yeah, I told you Chris did.
You either killed her or you're our only eyewitness.
I didn't kill her.
Then who did?
I just say Chris did.
No.
You can't make it fit. Right. It doesn't.
You can stop anytime you want.
I'd like the honest truth, obviously.
You can stop anytime you want. Well, stop.
Okay. I appreciate you talking to us.
Richie tries to appear cooperative, providing his version of the story in an attempt to control the narrative. However, it backfires. His demeanor gradually exposes his lies, and he lacks evidence to support his claim. Unaware of the mounting proof, Richie is heading toward an inescapable path. Ultimately, detectives discovered fate-sealing evidence that led to his arrest in December of 2015, including traces of Angela's blood in Richie's car and his DNA beneath her fingernails. Yet the case darkened further in 2017, when Cynthia's former friend revealed unsettling private messages in which Cynthia admitted to assisting Richie in planning Angela's murder.
Are you mad at your husband?
No, like I'm proud of him. I'm just pissed that he got caught and that he got sloppy and impatient, and we like had this thing like planned for like 2 years. And he came home that night and he said it got sloppy. She fought back. He had to do what he had to do. She put up a good fight. Like she did.
Well, I'm sure she was fighting for her life.
Face, like, and that's what got him too. Was like if it was me, I would have gone back and cut her fingers off. I would have burned them. I would have lit the house on fire. He like went psycho on her because the hate and the anger and the frustration, and I totally would have done the same thing too.
I know, it's like I said before, a knife is a stupid way to kill somebody.
Well, he had a gun that was untraceable, and every time he like took it, it kept like jamming, and I guess that night it was old. I helped him clean up. He left again to like dispose of the clothing and the weapon and everything, and I thought we were like in the clear.
Do you think you're a horrible person, or do you think it needed to be done? Because now you've said both.
I fully believe that it needed to be done. Like, I helped him. Like, I would leave, like, when he worked nights, I would leave the house at, like, midnight and, like, sit outside her house in my vehicle seeing who came into the house, when her boyfriend left, we had this planned out. And he us. Because he didn't clean the car good enough. One spot of blood in my car.
Cynthia admitted that the motive behind the murder was to settle the long ongoing custody dispute between Richie and Angela, which eventually resulted in the permanent loss of 3 lives, leaving behind children to endure lifelong suffering. In August 2016, Richie Wilder was charged with escape following an unsuccessful attempt to break out of the county lockup. That December, a jury found him guilty of Angela's murder. In May of 2017, Judge Gary Lee sentenced Richie Wilder to life in prison without the possibility of parole. A year later, in 2018, Cynthia Wilder followed the same fate as her husband, as Judge Stacy Lauser sentenced her to life in prison without the possibility of parole.